What's going on, guys? All right, I told you there was a tactical version of that shotgun we did last week or a few weeks ago with the wood grain stock, and here it is. Now, you did see a hiccup there. We're going to be putting more rounds through this gun than we did the wooden one, because I think this is what a lot of y'all might be more interested in, just because it's more tactical. You have the laminate stocks. You have a place underneath it right here, a pick rail where you can mount a light. You have like a little break on the end right here, and I do want to say that must help. I didn't really think that would do much, but this seems, with low brass, which is what I was just shooting, this seems to have way less recoil than the wood grain one. This one feels lighter, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. The other one's lightweight, but with this polymer stock, it feels a little bit lighter to me. But with that break on it, it just seems like it takes a little bit of the recoil out of it. Now, that makes me want to buy one of these for the Pro L. This is the Pro L Tactical by Black Aces Tactical. You can see right here, Black Aces Tactical. So that seems to work a little bit. So I may actually get one of those and put it on the wood grain one, because I like the wood grain one just a little bit better. Now, you did see right there, I had a little hiccup when I was running the lever. It didn't eject the hole out all the way. I never had a hiccup like that with the wood grain one. So like I said, we're going to run some rounds through this and just see if that was just a fluke or if that's just something common with this, because the one I seen online, I watched a YouTube video about this exact shotgun. There was a guy had a problem with these. When he would run the lever back up, the round wouldn't go into the chamber, jam a little bit. He'd have to wiggle just a second, like jerk the lever, and then it would feed the round in. Now, I wasn't having that problem. Mine just didn't eject the round. It did eject the one after it. It just didn't eject the one right before the last one. Now, just like the Pro L, the wood grain one, this will not function with the safety on. You can only run the lever with the safety off. Now, it does have kind of like a heat shield up here. That heat shield is very thin. I mean, anything that gets over the barrel is going to help a little bit, but that's not the most rugged heat shield I've ever seen. Now, these shotguns, I'm thinking they run like somewhere between $420 and $440-ish set up like this. This one does have a pick rail on top, and you can mount a red dot on it if you choose to do so. There's even a more tactical out Black Aces Tactical shotgun this, so stay tuned if you want to see that one. It's not a lever gun, it's an automatic, but we will be reviewing that one next. But this one does come with a pick rail. Now, me personally, if I was going to attach an optic to this pick rail, I would definitely take the sights off and make sure that everything was torqued down where it needed to be. It seemed pretty accurate right there. It does have like a ghost ring rear sight with a fiber optic front. It's kind of raised up. And from where I was shooting at down there, I just ripped one huge hole out of that target with those bird shot. So it did seem fairly accurate, because that's all centered up down there. This one is all blacked out too, where like this feed ramp right here on the wood grain was stainless. All this is stainless. You can see this whole gun is basically just completely blacked out. The trigger on the Pro L, the wood grain one, was stainless. And this one is just all tactical. But enough talking. It's essentially the same identical gun as the Pro L. It's just, like I said, a little tactical out. I do want to put some more rounds through this. Next up, we're going to put some high brass through it and see how the recoil is on that. I'll let you guys know. And if everything runs good through the high brass, we'll put some more low brass through it and just see if that one hiccup just happened to be me not running the lever all the way down, because that could have well been my fault, because I don't shoot a lot of lever guns. So that very well could have been me. Like, I may not have brought the lever all the way down to eject the hole. It didn't kick all the way out. But we'll put some high brass in it. We'll shoot it some more and just see how it runs. Again, this one seems to have a little bit less recoil. So if you're wanting something a little more recoil friendly, you can go with this one. Or I don't know if they sell these separate, but if they sell these separate and you like the wood grain better, these all are threaded for chokes. I didn't mention this in the other video, but these also are 2 3/4 and 3 inch shell rated. So you can run either one of those in it. Not 3.5, but you can run 2 3/4 or 3-inch in it. I don't have any 3-inch over here to run through it. But they do say they are rated for that. So let me load up another 5 rounds and see how well this thing runs. I really think that was just me not running the lever. All right, guys, we're running the same 2 3/4 inch high brass 6 shot duck and pheasant load from Remington that we run through the other one. So let's just see how well this thing runs on high brass and just see if it was me a minute ago. It did not eject that hole out. I don't know why it did not eject that one out, but now we have a pretty good malfunction, so I'm going to have to try to clear. I also want to say there's something rattling. I'm not sure what's in this stock. It wasn't doing that a minute ago. I'll have to take the butt pad off and see, or take the stock off and see what's come loose. But you can definitely hear something rattling in the stock. So let me go put some more rounds in this and see if we can get this thing working. All right, take 2. I don't know what that is. I do want to say with high brass, you know you've shot the gun. I mean, it does. That's curious. Something's come off inside there. I don't know if something in here, whatever come loose, is affecting the ejection. I don't know how that would affect the ejection because everything looks good inside the gun. The extractor isn't broken. I mean, everything looks okay to me. I don't see anything that would cause it. But we have had a couple that failure ejects. Those last 3 or 4 right there didn't have any issues. But there's definitely something inside this polymer stock that is rattling around. And I don't know if something has came off the back. I don't know if there's a nut that's come loose. I don't know what that is. Again, I'll have to take the stock off to actually find that out. Hopefully I can just take the butt pad off and whatever's in there will fall out and I can tell what it is. It doesn't seem to be affecting the gun shooting. It just seems to be rattling, which is annoying. And you definitely don't want that in a tactical situation. I'm going to actually put some more rounds through it. We'll shoot this thing some more and see if that actual ejection clears up or if that's just something that is just messing with the gun. Now again, a guy I watched on YouTube that had this exact same gun, his didn't have an ejection problem. His problem was it wasn't feeding the next round into the chamber. So mine's having a totally different issue than his. And the other gun, the Pro L, did not have that issue. I only run 10 rounds through it, but you can see right here, we had that problem in, the first 5 rounds. We had that problem with this one. So I don't know what's going on with the gun there, but we'll put a few more rounds through it and see if we can get that figured out. All right, just put some low brass in it. So let's see what we got. That's driving me crazy. Did not eject it. All right, guys, another failure to eject right here. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm actually going to cut the camera right here. This will probably be the end of the video. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this over. Now, I've noticed the ejection's really, really weak. It was way stronger on the Pro L than the Pro L Tactical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Pro L Tactical, and I'm going to look it over. And if I see any differences inside here with the extractor, ejector, or anything like that, I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to check that out, and then we'll finish up the video after that. All right, guys, I do notice a difference. And that may be what's rattling in that gun, is maybe this. Watch this feed ramp right here whenever I run this down. It comes up. You can see the feed ramp come up right there, or the feed lip come up right there, and then it goes back down. Watch it again. It always comes up when I work that lever. Now, when I take the tactical version, watch right here. It's still down. It didn't come up at all. It did a little bit, but nowhere near as high as the L version did. So whatever's rattling in there may have something to do with this not working exactly right. Now, I don't know what that would have to do. I don't know if kicking that shell up helps kick that one out. I'm not a big shotgun man, so I'm not 100% sure how a lever action shotgun works because I've never owned one. But that is the only difference I can see going on between these two guns. Now, I may have to contact Black Aces Tactical, or again, I may just take this loose and see what's in there, because I have a feeling that it probably has something to do with that. And it really happened like the first time we started shooting it. That just don't sound good to me. As of right now, the Pro L worked fine. The Pro L Tactical did not. Do I recommend these guns? I've only got 10 rounds through that one. I really like it. I really do. Maybe this was just a fluke. I don't know. But until further testing upon it, I can't recommend the tactical version, even though they're identical. I don't know. But once we get this all figured out and get this straightened out, we will do a follow-up review of this if we get it back working. If you have any ideas about what could be in here and why this ain't working, leave it in the comment section below. I would be very curious to see what you all think. Again, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. A little bit of a fail today. We'll see you next time.